It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys, sure-handed wide receiver. They're few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth and touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Off play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Brought in right side. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. From the red zone now. Ferguson's got it, complete. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Blown back into backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
This is reeled in by Wilson. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Second down now, 7 to go. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kalen Carson with the tackle. Let's see what they went with on third down. Again, a run with Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Cowboys, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. First give of the game to the LSU product. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Play action, Mahomes. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
It's 3rd and 1.
Back to the well again. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Free inside the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, Dallas. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So before they get the snap, quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. On the draw, the give to Pollard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. They run the counter to Pollard. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Cardinals football. First down, ball at the 36. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. A tight end in motion now. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's got him. That's McBride. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. All right, Cowboys show a nickel set. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. This one falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Pollard. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here is Pollard, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Badgley able to knock it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's incomplete left side. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Again, Mahomes to throw. It's caught, Ferguson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. Brought in close to the 8. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We begin up at MetLife Stadium, where it's Houston who's in town to take on the New York Giants. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Mike Evans, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team
Aubrey
thus
now to
far.
kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. They bring Wilson in motion right. 1st and 10, Murray. He's got Harrison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
One of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll send out the punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The Cowboys are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Ooh, the Cardinals get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You know, in baseball, they call tip of the cap. I'll tip my cap at that pitcher. I'll tip my cap at that guy that just out-dueled me. And sometimes as a QB, against a rush like that, you just tip your cap and you take the sack.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. He has it at the 13. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it to him again. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flush down now to his left. He takes it himself. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is
First and 10, it's Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Taken in by Harrison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Murray on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. Trey McBride, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down throw, Mahomes. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Another throw for Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Slot man in motion right. Another carry for him. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Pass taken in by Pollard. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cardinals losing by 14. They'll send him over right. First and 10, Murray. He's got Harrison. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing now. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Looking to throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Motioning one of the tight ends. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Clock hits 0.
Still 2nd down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest.